Royal fans. So, guys, I was reading this article. I think it's in Parade, yes. And it's about royal fans demanding answers after Kate Middleton seemingly contradicts common cancer guidance. So there's a guidance that when you have cancer, there are certain do's and don'ts that you do. But Kate seemed to kind of be oblivious to these guidance and is kind of spreading wrong information. And as somebody who, as she said, undergone, she had preventative chemotherapy and now she's in remission, which is doesn't make sense either. So something is amiss here. Um, we need to get to the bottom of this. And critics are slamming the Princess of Wales, Kate, for spreading misinformation about cancer because they're saying whatever she's selling, it's not correct, it's not the truth. That's not how you would deal with something if you are a cancer patient or going through chemotherapy. So people are OMG, people are talking about it. It's on Twitter a lot, and people are saying Kate is a liar. People are calling her all sorts of names and saying she's misleading people. She didn't stay at the hospital because even the hospital staff, there was not that warmth. Like when you have been in a hospital, there's a warmth between the doctors and yourself and the nurses and yourself. It all seems so PR-ish. It was not. It didn't make sense. So people are talking, the streets are talking, guys, and they are saying Kate lied. She did not have cancer. And even the leading up and everything, when you go back and see what was said and what. First of all, they told us that she and Charles were in the same hospital and how Charles like his favorite daughter-in-law because he went to her bedside. All of that's a lie, right? Because now we find out that Kate was in an actual different hospital. So a lot not playing out. Then remember they told her she had precancerous cells and she didn't have cancer. Then she has cancer. Then she's cancer free and then she's now in remission. And I was reading up where it says that if you're cancer free 5 months ago, how can you now be in remission? It would maybe be the reverse. You have the remission first and then you're totally cancer free, right? Somebody can correct me if I made that incorrect statement. But based on the gist of it, Kate is lying. The palace is lying to us. They cannot be trusted and something doesn't make sense. So obviously, obviously the visit was meant to be a heartwarming visit. But instead, the Princess of Wales, I'm going to call her the Princess of Wales because her fans seem to think that you must always say the Princess of Wales, yet still they have no manners or respect for Meghan being the Duchess of Sussex or Princess Meghan. Let's call her Princess Henry of Wales, right? Because that's what she is as well. Kate finds herself at the center of controversy. Kate Middleton's recent remarks at the Royal Marsden Hospital, where she received cancer treatment, have sparked a wave of criticism, with some accusing her of spreading harmful misinformation. Who would have thunk it? During her visit, Kate shared her personal experience with cancer treatment, offering words of encouragement to patients navigating their own difficult journeys. And remember, they only pushed her out because they thought Meghan's show was going to be the next day. Oh, Kate, you guys, Meghan is always ahead of you. Silly people, Meghan is always steps and leaps and bounds ahead. No competition there. Even William came out of the wilderness and all of a sudden he's canceling events. I guess because Meghan's postponed her show because of the LA fire. Guys, can we stop being so silly and juvenile? We should stop, please. So she said, I wanted to come and show my support for the amazing work. We really couldn't hear her properly because I don't know why Kate's diction is like that and why she doesn't go and elevate herself. Because honestly, at this age and stage in her life, we should be hearing more coming out of her mouth. But maybe there's a reason why they don't want her to talk much, because she doesn't make much sense, right? I wanted to come and show my support for the amazing work that's going on here. And for those who are going through treatment and having such a hard time, there is light at the end of the tunnel. However, it was her advice on coping with treatment that has left many questioning her understanding of cancer care itself. So, based on what she said, the little we could hear, it makes you wonder, did Kate really have a lived experience, a life experience about having cancer? Because she seemed totally oblivious. If you go through a traumatic experience like having cancer, there's certain things you're going to educate yourself on. Most people, from they hear they have cancer, they find out the type of cancer and they go on and they see what to do, what not to do, what treatment they need. Can it be cured? Some people go and take herbs because they think that they need to go back to the source and detoxify their body so that they can help themselves. So you learn in the process, you're researching, you're doing your thing. And based on Kate is 43, guys, 43. Kate needs to do her research, or whoever is feeding her the information needed to have done a better job. And not only that, she needs to impart it. She needs to make it a part of her journey, because this is her journey. This is a story that she's coming out to tell people, but make it make sense, please. Make it make sense. You're old enough to understand that you have to make sense when you're speaking. You cannot just say anything that comes to your mouth. Everyone said to me, please keep a positive mindset. It makes such a difference. I really felt like I needed to get the sun. You need loads of water and loads of sunlight. That's what Kate said, right? This mention of loads of sunlight has drawn backlash online, with critics pointing out the dangers of sun exposure during cancer treatment. Chemotherapy and radiation often increase skin sensitivity, making patients more vulnerable to burns and long-term skin damage. Many cancer treatments, including chemotherapy and radiation, can cause photosensitivity. Patients need to take extra precautions, like wearing sunscreen, hats, and avoiding excessive sun exposure altogether. Social media lit up with concerned voices. One user shared their experience saying, "What kind of chemotherapy patient gets advised to enjoy sunlight? My daughter is battling leukemia and her doctors stress avoiding the sun entirely." Others question the palace's role in preparing the princess for public appearances, calling for better guidance and fact-checking. Kensington Palace has yet to address the controversy, but the criticism has reignited debates about the royal family's responsibility when making public statements, especially on critical health topics. Dr. Samantha Brown, oncology specialist. The key message for anyone undergoing cancer treatment is to prioritize safety. Proper hydration is vital, but sun protection cannot be ignored. Even a short period of exposure can have adverse effects. While some argue that the princess was simply sharing her personal experience, experts warn that even well-meaning advice can lead to dangerous misconceptions. The Princess of Wales's comments serve as a stark reminder of the power and responsibility that comes with a public platform. For those battling cancer, accurate information can mean the difference between harm and healing, life and death, right? So we have to be very responsible when we talk. Let's ensure the focus remains on empowering patients with knowledge and supporting their journey to recovery. So, guys, social media was a buzz. Social media was lit up because people are saying, "What are you talking about, Kate? Stop it. This does not make any sense." Right? So, I'm going to read some of the comments on Twitter where people were just into her and saying, "What are you doing? What are you talking about? What you're saying does not make any sense. Stop the foolishness." You know? So somebody was saying, what kind of chemotherapy patient gets advised to enjoy sunlight? One ex-user wanted to know. Adding in part, don't advise people to do things that can be dangerous to them. This is not okay. And we spoke about another person said, if you're battling cancer, please don't take this advice. They continue. Loads of sunlight will literally burn you because most chemo drugs and antibiotics cause sun sensitivity. Right? And we have so many. Another person said, every cancer patient I know, including my sister, were advised to stay out of sunlight in case of adverse effect to their treatment. This is disgusting that cancer charities will allow this misinformation to go unchallenged. People will try to copy this ridiculous statement, a third wrote. Right? With someone else pointing out that Catherine's PR team must have forgot to advise her accordingly. So people are saying, what is this? How can you come out and say something like that that makes absolutely no sense? You cannot do that. You know? So, yes, guys, that's what I wanted to bring you. A quick thing just to let you know that, yes, Kate, you're not looking good. Whatever you did was so wrong and you impacted so many lives. You have to stop. This does not make any sense whatsoever. So guys, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. Bye.